Hey, you guys, Cliff Jones, Mindful Motorcycling. It has been a while since I shot a video. And what I want to talk about today is my personal opinion for perhaps younger men and women who are considering getting into the sport of motorcycling. Because motorcycling sales, I understand, industry wide, kind of on the decline. Car industry is in the same way. And for some reason, I've had a passion for riding motorcycles and bicycles my whole life. And my opinion on the matter is motorcycling can be a very safe sport, relatively speaking. For example, when you get life insurance, at least in the United States, the insurance agent asks you on the application if you are a pilot, a scuba diver, maybe a couple other things. They don't ask if you're a motorcyclist or a bicyclist or a mountain climber or maybe mountain climbing. But here's the deal. Motorcycling, when it's approached like any other adventure sport, can be safe based on your practices and your disciplines and your level of awareness. So there are some distinct advantages to the sport of motorcycling, much like my passion for bicycling. If you love being on two wheels, if you love being out in the open country, if you love a sense of adventure and exhilaration and freedom unlike anything before, approach motorcycling with an open mind and heart and hire a professional school or instructor to get you licensed in a proper way and take lots of continuing education. Ride at your own level. Ride where it's safe. Intersections, statistically speaking, although I'm not a statistician, are where most accidents happen for motorcycles. Think about all the congestion, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, motorcycling, for example, this particular motorcycle, yeah, it's expensive. It's a $20,000 motorcycle. And it's not inexpensive to maintain. Tires, maybe $200 each, about 200 plus. Most of these bikes, the technology today is such that the average mechanic can't afford the tools or diagnostics for these, so we end up taking them to dealers if we're not doing our own wrenching. And the truth of the matter is, there are some expenses to the sport. But you look at golf, you look at any other sport that you're really going to commit to, and yeah, there are expenses there too, and there are probably some inherent risks. We look at the risks of mountain climbers, or backcountry skiers, or mountain bikers, or scuba divers, or hikers. I mean, there are many people who get in trouble hiking, even, and then we're walking. So, there's inherent risk in everything. But my community of motorcyclists, the BMW Motorcycle Owners of America, is a phenomenal organization. I've been a member for many years. I've been a volunteer in a small way. And beyond the formal training I've had and the thousands of hours on the road and miles and experience, I have a network of people. We very much take the gear seriously. I mean, we wear protective safety gear everywhere, and we help each other. We have a community of people. And I'm not just advocating BMW motorcycles. There are lots of great manufacturers and brands. And you can get into the sport inexpensively. You could buy a used motorcycle that's well maintained, pretty good shape for a couple, $3,000, depending on where you are. And you kind of ease into the sport. And, when people say, hey, isn't motorcycle risky? I'm like, well, isn't it risky not to do something that your heart, your soul actually loves? Because if we're tuning out the soul, we're tuning out our passions, whatever that internal thing is we have calling us. Well, for me, it's bicycles, it's hiking, it's fast motorcycles. And yeah, these things can fly at terminal velocity, you guys. And you gotta take it seriously. Because if you get killed on one of these things, or surfing a big wave, or summiting freaking Everest, you're gonna take some heat. People are gonna question your judgment, always. But you know what? I, probably like you, since you're watching this still, I'm going to my grave following my heart and my passions. I'm 58. I don't take any medications or pills. And you know what? This motorcycle, it's called, I should name it recovery. It's called bliss right now, but I might name it recovery, because every time I get on it, I recover from overthinking things, the stresses of work, the pressures of life, all that fun stuff. So that's my opinion, you guys. Young men and women, millennials, if you're going to get into the sport, approach it with an open mind and heart. Get the gear. Get the training. I can't overemphasize enough the power of the training, you guys. If you don't get the training, you don't wear the gear, and you get hurt, you got to own that responsibility. That's your call. And you want to wear a helmet? You don't want to wear a helmet? I don't care. It's your choice. But we wear the gear. Most of the crew I hang out with, the adventure guys especially, we're out there in the backcountry on our dirt bikes, our KTMs, whatever. And those things rock and roll. You can get hurt there, you can get killed there too. But live life. Have fun. If you're thinking about getting into the sport, do it. I'm Cliff Jones with Mindful Motorcycling. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a little love, leave some constructive criticism. Always looking to improve my video hacks. See you guys.